Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Today we are setting up my bullet journal for September. I am going to try and go with something kind of cozy for the September theme. So we're kind of getting into the autumn time period. I wanted to kind of reflect that in my bullet journal. I'm going to save, I think, October for doing something a little bit more spooky. So September we're going to do kind of just cozy rainy day vibes. I think I need to see what I have sticker wise. So this is all my sticker stuff. Basically I organized all of my functional stuff and my die cuts into this sticker book, which is great because it means I know where everything in my functional stickers is, but I haven't yet organized my decorative stickers, so I don't know if I want to put them into the sticker book or not, because I have a hard time figuring out how I want to split them up in terms of like what to put on what pages, whether I just keep one page per sticker sheet or batch them together into themes. So I don't really know how I want to go forward with that. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to know how you organize your decorative stickers. You can let me know in the comments below. For now I just have them all bundled in a little pile and go through them and hope that I can find something that I want to use. I also got a bunch of new stickers recently. I think it was 2 videos ago, I did a birthday haul. My husband basically asked me what it was I wanted for my birthday, and I sent him a couple of links to a couple of different Etsy pages, and he looked on Etsy for a couple of people that I didn't know of as well, which is cool, and he just went and bought a bunch of stickers for me and some washi tape, which was awesome. So that was really fun. If you want to check that out, I will link it in the cards up above. So I've got stickers from a few different places that are kind of autumnal, so I can use these. Like these ones as well from Julie Sophie Art. I think these ones are from Bartista Shop, and yeah, there's a bunch of other ones there, but I don't really know what my plan is. I tend to kind of just go into my bullet journals without much of a plan. I just sort of see how I feel. Yeah, and we can just kind of roll with it and see how it goes. I know I normally don't talk on these videos, but my husband's working tonight, my child is asleep, so I actually have quietness enough to be able to talk. Normally, because my office is shared with my husband, he's normally on his computer behind me, and so there tends to be like talking, or you'll hear like clicking or typing on the computer, or if he's playing his games, he might be like talking on his microphone, so I don't always get the opportunity to do voiceovers. So I thought I would try it with this one, and you can let me know if it's something you like, if you think I should do it more, and then I could try and figure something out to be able to fill in more of them with the chatting. So you can let me know. Anyway, let's get stuck in. So this is for September. Oh, whoops. I just smeared some of the matchstick that I used to light the candle on the desk. Let's just clean that up. This desk is a little bit worse for wear. There's a few marks and stuff on it. From just wear and tear over the years. I've had it for quite a long time, so I might cover it with something, or maybe I can just touch it up with some paint, but it is what it is. We'll just roll with it. Anyway, so this is September. I actually need to make sure to look at the diary and see my dates. So September, okay. First of all, let's figure out if we're going to go with a theme. We'll go through some stickers. What I kind of tend to like to do in my cover pages, let me see if I can show you one, is, yeah, here's the one from August. I missed the mark here on the calendar stuff. I haven't actually filled anything out in it, but it looks fine. Sometimes that's just what happens in your journal. I'm not as perfectionist as I used to be in my journal. I used to always feel really guilty when I didn't fully fill things out, or if I skipped a week, but I have decided to just stop feeling like that, because there's no point in feeling guilty about using a custom journal in a custom way. because that's just kind of silly when you think about it. The point of this bullet journal being able to be customized means that I can skip a week if I want to, or if I don't have the time, or whatever, maybe I'm sick, yada yada. But anyway, the point is, I tend to set my spreads up kind of like this, where I have like a decorative element here and a calendar. I used to do it where my cover page was just decorative and then I had all my stats. So here you can see my statistics for all of my socials, my Etsy, my YouTube, my Instagram, and then I put like my goals and stuff for the month. So normally all of this is on one page here, but this time I used because I had a printable from Mochi Bujo's Patreon. I was a Patreon for a couple of months. Unfortunately, with the way things are going with money and bills, I had to end my Patreon with them, so that's unfortunate, but I really enjoyed using the printables when I was able to. But anyway, I decided I would use the calendar because I don't normally have one, but there was one in the printables, so I used it. Clearly I didn't actually use the calendar though, so I don't know if it's something that I will continue with in the future because I'm not sure if I actually use it, but maybe I just need to kind of think of something specific for using this. Maybe it could be my social calendar rather than a personal calendar, because I tend not to put personal things into my bullet journal in terms of dates and things. I tend to put those in my phone because my bullet journal tends to stay in my office, so I don't always have it all on hand to look at. So maybe I just need to use the calendar a little bit differently. Maybe I can try that. I don't have a calendar to hand. I can always draw one out, I suppose, for this month, so maybe that's the way I'll do it. Maybe I'll skip it for the month and try it next month. But this is basically kind of the gist of one of my setups. Let's see if I have another one here I can show you. Okay, yeah, so July. This is generally how I set it up before I do, unless I do the calendar version. So I have a decorative thing here showing the month, and then my statistics and my goals. So this is basically what I tend to do. So having big stickers like this is quite handy. Like the die cut stickers, I like to use those to kind of layer. So this feels quite autumnal. Then you've got this one too, which is really cute. Well, I don't know if it's going to focus because it's holographic. There we go. Little cabin in the woods. So yeah, I think maybe we'll use this one. This one's quite nice. And then I can pick up some more autumnal stickers from my piles. We've got some woodsy ones here. There's some wildflowers. I think maybe even these green bits would work quite well. This one's a bit more Halloween-y, so we'll save that for October. What else? There's a cozy autumn sheet, another autumn sheet, card, vintage, goodies. This is nice, but I feel like I might use this more for a weekly spread, so I'll leave that to the side because I feel like that works quite well for like September, like school, university kind of academia vibes. So I think maybe I'll use one of these for one of my weekly spreads, which I may be going live on Instagram to do. I'm going to start trying to go live to do my weekly spreads on Instagram more. So if you want to see how I set up my weekly spreads, you can pop over to Instagram and follow me there. I'll put my name on the screen and link it below as well. Okay, we have these ones as well from Julie Sophie Art, whose work is super cozy and I love. So the two die cut stickers. Again, I might just use these for weekly spreads, so I'll set those to the side. This one is more wintry, so these are cute. Autumn Washi and Fawn Forest. We'll keep those. Let's see. Again, I think some of these I'm gonna maybe use more for weekly spreads. Right now it kind of feels like I'm feeling a certain kind of woodsy feeling for my monthly. Let's see. This is why I need to organize my stickers, because everything is everywhere and I can't. This could work. The birds. Maybe this is my secret garden ones for my own shop. another academia one I could use for during the week. It's just a bigger version of that. So Mystic Moth, maybe. Yeah, this is why I need to organize my stickers more, because as you can see, there is a lot here. And it always takes me ages to kind of flip through and see what ones I want to use, because everything is all over the place. So yeah. Anyway, what have you been up to? Are you ready for September? Are you planning yet? I feel like I'm quite ahead of myself planning for September this time around, because it's only the 25th of August, but because I do these videos, sometimes it really helps me get ahead of myself with my planning, because I like to get the videos out in time for before the month starts. So anyway, let's see. Okay, we're starting with the base of this. I think we'll forgo doing the calendar this time. Maybe we could we'll do a split setup, so we'll do the month on this side, and then we can do the goals and stats on this side. So let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the month on this. I've sketched out roughly in pencil first. Can you even see that? Roughly in pencil the word for September. I thought about maybe using my alphabet stamps, but I think I'm going to try this because I'm trying to get more into calligraphy. So this is just a calligraphy pen. This is the Tombow, which I've had for a long time and I've kind of used on and off, but I really want to get back into, or get into calligraphy more properly. I also bought a calligraphy set recently, along with this little pen holder. I think this is traditional calligraphy, and then a friend of mine, Sandra from Kamwanya Designs, who is amazing at calligraphy, told me that I could maybe try pointed pen as well, which is a slightly different pen nib than the ones I have. So I might get that, and be very grateful that I can get tips from her about how to use it. But for now, I'm going to try and use this Tombow, and I've done it out in pencil first, so I can kind of get the sizing right and make it look right. I mean, it still looks a little bit small, but we'll see how it goes. I might not talk a whole lot whenever I'm doing this, because I feel like it's hard to concentrate. So we'll see how it goes. It's about trying to kind of lean down and heavily on the right sort of strokes. So I think it's whenever you're going kind of up the ways, it's light, and then down the ways, it's heavier, so it's thicker. And you know, I think from what I've been told, the key is to go slow, which is hard because I tend not to like take too much time when I'm doing something like this, because it feels off to me. I tend to like to kind of go quicker whenever I'm like writing and stuff, but I guess this is just a lesson in patience for me. But we'll see anyway. Oh, the end looks a bit funny. Oh well. Let's just do it like that. If any of you have any tips or any videos that you find really helpful for doing calligraphy, even with these kind of Tombow type pens, I would love to hear about them in the comments. Any resources that I can get to help me further this new hobby, I'd be very grateful. Okay, the R. This is where the R's and the connecting of letters is where I feel like is a bit of a struggle, because the R's are done in a way that's like curly. So yeah, like that. So to me, like, that's obviously a calligraphy R, but I would write my R's like differently. So I find that the hardest part, I think, is like the connecting and the shapes of the letters. Now obviously if you're reading this you can tell that it means September, but it's hard to do whenever you're so used to writing letters a certain way. I'm just going to thicken up some of these lines. The beauty of it, I can kind of go back in and tweak it a little to work. Okay, it's a little bit messed up, but it'll do. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I feel like I need to get a new way of setting up my camera. So currently I have, it's like a long repositionable arm thing. There's lots of different like bearings on it where I can move it, and basically I have it attached to the side of my desk. I've clamped it to the side of my desk, and it's an amazing tripod, I guess you call it, to use. But because it's attached to the desk, every time I put my elbow on the desk or like set something down, I feel like it's gonna shake, and that's not really very nice for you to watch. It might make you feel a little bit like motion sick, which I don't want. So I'm gonna have to try and come up with a solution. Maybe I can try to find something like I could attach maybe a bracket to my wall just beside the desk, because there's nothing really over here. I have a whiteboard on the wall, and to the side of me is my shelves, which currently is holding books and board games, but that's going to change. I'm going to change it up a little bit. But I could probably put a little bracket on the wall so that I don't make the camera shake whenever I'm trying to do stuff. Okay, we'll do that. That looks kind of nice. Simple. Okay, let's just stick this down. Do I want to put something behind it? Do I want to layer? No, we'll just keep it simple. Let's see. The hard part when you're trying to peel stickers. Oh, there we go. There's a slight edge on this, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier to pull off. I'm going to try and remember who this sticker is by. It's in my last video anyway, the one with the haul, because this was one of the ones I got for my birthday. So it's in that video if you want to find out. Let's stick this down, and then maybe we can put a few decorative bits around the page. Some timber. There we go. Very nice. Simple and pretty. Okay, let's get this out of the way. So I feel like I've been flat out recently with work stuff. Currently I have a Kickstarter live at the minute. I had my last YouTube video was basically discussing what the Kickstarter was all about. So if you are interested, you can go back and watch that video. I will link it in the cards above. But basically I have a Kickstarter on at the moment, and it's for some washi tapes and a sticker sheet. So I will put up a few pictures on the side of the screen here, just to show you what it is. But basically I'm getting, well, it's actually already funded, so as long as people don't back out, then I will be funded for 3 different washi tapes, kind of cozy autumnal themes, nice warm neutral colours, kind of peachy pinks, browns, and that's basically the 3 washi tapes. And then I have a sticker sheet that's going to match those, so you can pledge for all 3 washi tapes and the sticker sheet, or just one, whatever you fancy. So my brain has kind of just been filled with lots of information about that. And I've been like sharing it and posting it. I was really grateful for basically it got funded within an hour, I think, or within 30 minutes. The whole thing was, my main goal was funded, and then within the space of an hour the stretch goals were funded as well. So then I actually ended up adding the sticker sheet on, because it wasn't my plan to have the matching sticker sheet, but because everything went so well so quickly, I decided to add the extra goal on. So I added the sticker sheet on as an extra reward, and also if I reach 50 backers, then everybody's going to get a free die cut sticker as well, which is cool. So I am currently at 44, I think, 44 backers, so I'm only 6 away from getting everybody a freebie, which is pretty cool. But that finishes on the 31st of August at midnight on the 31st, and that's BST, British Summertime. So not too long left. I think that's 6 days. And then once that finishes, I have to wait for the funds from Kickstarter, and then once the funds come in, I can send everything off to my manufacturer, get it made, and then everything should arrive to me by the middle of August, I think it is, and then I can get everything packaged off and sent to all the backers. But once the Kickstarter finishes, my main focus is going to be on my autumn collection for Etsy. So I am going to have a theme for, it's going to be like 2 different kind of themes in one update. So I'm going to have a theme of a coffee shop and a bakery. So I'm going to have sticker sheets and potentially a tote bag, and I want to make memo pads maybe. So I love layering in my journals, and I think it would be really cool to make memo pads that are like decorative pieces of paper. So this is one of my memo pads. It's just like a notepad that I made. This was my Garden Witch notepad. But I think it would be really cool to have full patterned pages. So like maybe like gingham or just different types of patterns for whatever kind of theme it is, and have like multiple different ones in a pack. And then it means you have like a little memo pad of different patterned pages that you can rip out and kind of tear up and layer in your journals. So that's the plan for part of the autumn launch. So I'm hoping that I can get that together, because I think that would be really fun. And this is more winter, spring, summer, bees and stuff. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of like different washi tapes that I could maybe layer here. I have washi tapes kind of in little trays, but I do have a new drawer, a little like acrylic drawer set. So it's like 3 drawers, and it can hold a bunch of washi tapes, because I have multiple of these drawers in, or these little holders in my drawers here to the side, and I think it would be better if I had all my washi tapes organized by like color in the drawers sitting on my desk, because then it would just make it easier for me to reach for instead of having to rummage through my drawers. So I'm trying to think, maybe this one would be nice. I think that one would work. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of just come up with little different ideas, different types of products that will work better with my style of journaling, because I know there's a lot of people out there who bullet journal, and maybe they like write everything in with pen, maybe they don't use that many stickers, maybe they do, but it's a little bit more kind of classic bullet journal style. So I thought it would be really cool basically to just make the kind of products that I feel like I would use in my journals, which I bullet journal in a way that is very kind of scrapbooky, collage, that kind of style. So I think coming up with products that would work with that kind of style of journaling is something I think I would enjoy, and hopefully others would too. So that's why I came up with the idea to do the memo pads with the pattern papers. It's like even here you can see like I like to layer even like book pages and stuff, so that could be kind of fun. That's why I keep different papers and packaging from different companies whenever I buy from them. So this is Swirly Nicks. This was a bookmark packaging, so the bookmark was like slid in here, but I kept this because the packaging's so pretty. I thought like I can cut it up and use it in my journaling. So this is my bullet journal. I also, side note, tangent, have just started this one. This is a bullet journal I got from Emily Harvey Art from her Kickstarter a really long time ago, and it was so pretty. Lilac isn't normally my go-to colour, but it was just such a pretty journal, and I've been following Emily for a long time, and I'm on her Patreon and wanted to support her. But I've been saving this for something really special, and I just kept putting off using it because I was afraid to ruin it. And then I decided, because recently I've come across a thing called morning pages, where basically you're journaling. I think it's 3 pages they suggest you write in the morning, and it's just kind of free-flowing writing. We just write everything that's in your head, no matter what the sentence is, even if it's, I don't know what to write in this, that's literally what you write in the pages. And the idea is that you're starting your day off kind of getting everything out of your head, and it sets you up for the day. I tend to journal at night, and whenever I was reading about morning pages, they were talking about how journaling in the morning is good because it sets you up for your day. Journaling at night means that you're just reflecting on what's already happened and you can't change it. So I think the point of morning pages is that you're kind of taking the opportunity to control how your day is going to go before it starts, and I like the idea of that. I don't always have the opportunity to do anything in the morning because I have a toddler, so mornings can kind of be, or even during the day, can kind of be chaotic. It's hard for me to sit down and do things like this without him wanting to come up and join me, which is fine, but it's hard to concentrate. So I've not really done anything like this for a long time, but I thought I would give it a go and see how I get on. I could probably give him his own little book and see if he likes to draw or scribble, but no harm in trying. So I started, this is my first page. I just thought I would decorate the first page of it, just to kind of say what it is, my morning pages. These were stickers that I got along with the Kickstarter for this journal. And this one is one of the printables from Mochi Bujo, but the rest of them are all from Emily Harvey, and then some just decorative layering bits. So let's just start. I haven't done anything in it yet because I haven't started yet. I think I just need to bite the bullet someday, and actually I need to set this book downstairs because it's in my office, and I don't go into my office in the morning or typically even during the day, because if my toddler's about, my office is just not a place that's appropriate or safe for him because there's a lot of stuff around. So I tend not to be in here, so I need to put this book downstairs with a pen at my kitchen table so that I remember to do it, because I always forget, and then at night when I come up I realise that I've left it up here and I haven't done anything. So I'm going to put that downstairs, and then I can do that. So yeah, I've got that journal and this one, and then I have a traveller's notebook somewhere. Oh gosh, where did I put it? I also have a book journal that I started and made the pages for at the start of the year. I have a little like thing. There is a whole video on this on my channel of me setting it up and putting it together, and I was so determined to get reading and hoped that this would encourage me to read more during the year, but I've been so busy and I've just not made the time for it, which makes me sad, but I really want to get back to it because I have a lot of books I want to read. But my toddler is going to be starting in school just for a little bit throughout the day, so I feel like it'll give me more time. So I might not use this reading journal the way that I had intended to be used whenever I first set it up, but I would like to get back to it. So if there are any of those journals that you would like to see more of, let me know. I can maybe do like a little flip through, or I can just do videos of me using them and putting together spreads in them. So let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Apart from the planner pages, I would love to get more videos on my channel of different types of journaling, and I would love to do kind of journaling vlogs, maybe what my journaling routine is. So I have like an evening journaling routine, so maybe I could put some videos together like that. But if you have any ideas or any requests, leave them in the comments below. Anyway, I feel like I went off on a massive tangent. I need more stickers. Okay, I don't think this one's gonna work. If you see any stickers here that you want to know the name of or a link to, let me know and I can direct you to the right place. This is cute. maybe I could put a little deer in the middle. I like that. Potentially a deer. Or a bird. Maybe I could put a little bird at the side. I feel like some of these feel a bit more tropical with the colors, but maybe one of the little blue and yellow ones. That and a pumpkin, maybe? Or should I go for the deer? There's also a very big, this is a very big deer. Maybe I could put the deer on this side. And a little mushroom. Or I could layer the tape more and then use the deers on this side, because the colors aren't fully the same, but I feel like I can make it work. What else? We've also got this little fire one. This is from my spooky season sticker sheet. It's obviously used, but you can kind of see there was like a bat and a ghost and a hat and a pumpkin and stuff, so I do also have that fire that I could use. I quite like this. Let's try this. Let's just go for it. I'm so indecisive when it comes to these things. It's kind of hard to nail down a decision, as you can maybe tell. Okay. I think that's cute. Let's see. We'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Will we? Maybe we can put these on either side. She said she was going to leave it. Put them here. Or here. That could be cute. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, we're good. Okay, next page. So yes, I feel like I'm in full force with my plans. So I've got the Kickstarter. It's coming to an end soon. Then I've got to get all my autumn launch stuff done. I can add a little sneaky peek of the drawings for my autumn launch. Then the autumn launch happens, and something that I mentioned in my goals video was that I wanted to maybe try and open a Patreon. Now, I haven't widely talked about it on like Instagram or anywhere else, or even in my YouTube videos all that much since I did that video, because I was not really sure if I would get the opportunity to try and push to open a Patreon, or if people would be interested. But I'm starting to learn that I need to stop putting things off out of fear. I used to do it in the past, I still have done it in the present, and I need to stop doing it, because what's the point if I don't just try? I'm never going to know if I don't try. So I need to just give it a go, and if it doesn't work out, then so be it. So I have plans in motion to open a Kickstarter, or not Kickstarter. I have plans in motion to start a Patreon at some point in, I think I was planning to do it the 1st of November. November is the month I was talking about. Sorry, I'm distracted trying to get these colors onto the page to see which one might work. They look quite similar. I got this pack in TK Maxx of Violet Studio brush markers. Some of the colors just look really similar and not really how I expected them to come out. Some of them are really pretty, but some of them just look very similar in tone. So it's kind of hard to know which ones I want to use. Plus they don't have names on them, so I can never remember which ones look like what, so I always have to swatch them. I need to like put my own labels on them or something. I think I have a video of me unboxing these actually on a haul video. I think this original one might work best. Okay, how do I want to set up my pages? We'll look at my functional ones and see if I have any headers that I want to use. Let's see, I don't have as many of these as I would need to. I feel like I need to restock my headers and print a bunch of them out, because I just don't have anything really that's going to work right now, sticker wise at least. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just getting into functional stuff. Because ideally I would have used this colour probably, or if I had some of my green ones, but I don't. So I think we'll just draw them out. So I want to split it into two sections. We'll have the socials and the goals. So let's split the page up first of all. Do I use brown pen? So yeah, I'm going to try and get a Kickstarter, or not a Kickstarter, I keep saying Kickstarter. It's honestly like, it's all my brain can think of right now because it's so in the forefront of what I'm doing. I want to try and get a Patreon opened. So it's 19. 9.5, so I think that's about halfway. And basically it would be a Patreon with the focus of journaling supplies. So I would have a downloadable printable kit available on Patreon, and I would also potentially have a physical mail tier with sticker sheets. So whenever I launch sticker sheets on my Etsy shop, I tend to have two different sticker sheets. So I'll have one like this, that's the boxes, and then I'll have another one that's decorative stickers. Do I have any of my own here right now? Or let's see. Okay, so this one is empty, of course. Okay, let me find one and I can show you. So for my secret garden shop update, I had this decorative sticker sheet with all of the individual stickers, and then these square boxes, because in some of my weekly spreads I like to decorate them by kind of filling the pages at the corners. So that's why I have these two sticker sheets. So the idea that I had was that on Patreon I could release these as physical mail tier, potentially at a little bit of a discount, and also then you would get them in advance of when they would go into my shop. So I think the idea is to have 3 tiers, and I would have kind of a behind the scenes tier, and I would maybe do some like live videos of journaling and stuff, and then I would have the next tier, which would be the printable kit, and then the tier after that would be the physical stickers. So it's kind of the general gist. I feel like I'm giving away all of my like secrets right now, but that's fine. You get to know. You get to know first. I haven't really told anybody else the details, apart from my good friend Sandra, who thankfully helps me through a lot of my business stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of the idea I have. So I need to get my head down and figure out the ins and the outs of how I want that to look, in terms of the kits. Where is my other ruler? Okay, this is another situation. I have so much stuff everywhere that I can never find anything because I always lose it. So okay, how do I want to split this? Okay, I had to do a little bit of mapping out there. So I think I'm gonna do it this and this. It's not completely even on both sides, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 again. But that's just about as good as it's gonna get, I think. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Patreon stuff. I would love to know if you like the sound of any of that, if it sounds like something you would join or be interested in, or if you have any thoughts on what kind of stuff you would like to see from me if I opened a Patreon. I would love to know. So please do write me a comment down below and let me know. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on in my head right now. What am I doing? I'm gonna put a line through this whole thing. So I've got lots and lots of ideas for the Patreon stuff. I have so many ideas about what I can use for the kits, and different kind of functional and decorative and even like ephemera bits that I could do. Even the idea of potentially in the future having wax seals and stuff, that could be kind of cool. So I'm running away with lots of ideas, I think, because it's yeah, it's fun to think about. So I have a lot going on in my brain. I also would love to put together a series on YouTube for kind of November, December time, around setting up the bullet journal for a year. I did a couple of setup pages or setup videos last year that I really enjoyed. So I think that could potentially be something that I can work towards doing. If there's any specific videos as well, I feel like I'm asking you so many questions in this video, but that's because I'm talking, and normally I don't really talk in my videos, so you get to know just how chatty I can be. So I would love to know as well if there's any videos you'd like to see from me with like journaling, specifically setting up your bullet journal. So this one I did cover page, and then there's my future vlog, and then my reflections on last year, my intentions for this year, and then I have like quarterly setups and my stats pages and pen pal stuff and Etsy stuff, and then it goes into the first month. So if you want to see that setup video for last year, I'll link it as well. But if there's anything specifically you want to see in terms of setups, I would love to know. I feel like this video is going to be really long. This is the issue with me setting up my journal and talking at the same time, because I take forever, and I feel like then the videos are going to be super long, and I don't know if everybody likes that or not. Like, I quite like a long video because I tend to put videos on when I journal. If I'm not filming them, if I'm doing just like a weekly spread, or I'm doing like other types of journaling, I feel like I like having kind of somebody else doing it too, like as company. So I do quite like longer videos. So I'm not sure. You can let me know what you prefer, and then I can kind of tailor the content. It just depends on what my availability is with talking, because I don't always have the opportunity to chat, but I would like to, because I like watching videos with chatting in them, so maybe you would too. Okay, so we've got Etsy, YouTube, Instagram. So for each of these, I typically, this isn't something for everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm bouncing the table again. This isn't something everybody would track, because not everybody's going to have like a business, but you could fill these in with different things. So for me, I track Etsy stats for my sales and orders. For YouTube, I track how many hours I have and how many subscribers I have. And then for Instagram, I track my followers, and it's just nice to kind of look back, because as somebody that kind of doubts herself and has like imposter syndrome and anxiety, I tend to overthink things, and I assume the worst of things a lot. I'm not sure where that cut me off. But basically, I feel like I don't give myself enough credit for how far I've come with the work that I do. So it's really nice for me to track these stats for that reason, because I can look back and it's a really physical, tangible way for me to see that I have grown this business. And I don't like the idea of focusing so much on the numbers that it becomes kind of obsessive, but for me, writing these down and being able to compare them month to month shows me how I've started and how far I've come. And instead of dwelling on like the numbers day to day, it's more of kind of like an overall growth thing, which is why like at the beginning I have that running list of stats. So you can kind of see, I can kind of see how I've gone like month to month, and you know, one month I might not gain lots of followers on Instagram, but another month I might. So it just shows me that like as a business I have grown, and that every month's different, and that I don't need to compare myself to anybody but myself. And it's just nice to kind of look back on that growth. So there might be some other things that maybe you want to track. Maybe it's just like daily stuff. Maybe you want to track yourself journaling, like daily journaling, how many days you journaled, or a habit that you want to kind of keep up with. Like reading, for me, I could change this into a reading tracker or something. And it could be just how many days I've read that month. So there's lots of different ways you could use it. whatever you kind of want to track for the month, you could put into something like this. And then at the bottom, this is where I like to set my goals up for the month. And then it means at the end of the month I can kind of look back and see if I have achieved the goals that I set myself up for. So yeah, okay, now I can use this one because there's only one of this one, but I feel like I want to put a washi tape, so I'm going to use this one again, I think. And then we can tie it all in together. So we will put this one down and see how that looks. There we go. Let's just have that centered. And then I can put some decor stickers on the other side, either side of it as well. So this is a sticker release book, by the way. I bought the book from Olive and Mabel Co. She is Jenny, who sells like other stationery bits as well as her own illustrated stuff. So this book is by Jess's Paper Co. But I'm pretty sure Jess is in Canada. So it's harder, I think these days especially, to order internationally sometimes. So I sometimes put in international orders, but I don't always. But then I had been admiring Jess's stuff for a long time, and I saw then that Jenny from Olive and Mabel Co. had these books because she obviously orders in wholesale. So I was very happy to be able to order this because Jenny is a UK based business. So the joy of being able to find other small businesses who stock small businesses is amazing, because then it means you can kind of get more of a chance to get stuff that you might not normally go for. So that's awesome. So it is a sticker release book. So basically what it is, it's like regular sticker paper. So it means you can stick all the stickers in and then peel them off multiple times if you need to. So that's cool. Okay, I almost forgot about my deer. Where am I putting my deer? Shall we do this one? This one's really cute. Let's do this one. So yes, I'm going to set up my goals on this one. So I like to set myself 3 because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I might have like a breakdown of other things that I'm doing within those goals. So let's see, where's the other page? Okay, my goals. So I've got like this month I wanted to do my Kickstarter, I wanted to work on my autumn launch, and I wanted to do specific things for YouTube. And then I was able to kind of break down in these sections more detail of what that meant. I didn't break down the autumn launch stuff, but I knew in my head what I wanted to do. I just forgot to write it in. So it kind of gives me the idea of like extra bits that I need to do for these, but it doesn't overwhelm me because the main thing is the 3 kind of goals, 3 main goals for the month. So what do I want to use? Do I use the brown pen again for this? Yeah, okay. And I haven't really thought about what my goals are, but September is when I want to launch my autumn update on my shop. So I definitely want to work on that, and that's going to be one of the biggest goals I think for this month. And then obviously I have, so the Kickstarter is ending in a few days. October is kind of the main month that it will arrive in, and I'll have to package everything out. So I think I want to definitely I want to put that as a goal for kind of getting all of the Kickstarter stuff out the door. And then what else? Probably maybe a YouTube goal. I don't know if I'll put my YouTube goal or if I'll put my Patreon goal, because if I'm going to launch in November, I will probably use the majority of October to advertise it, which means I will probably do a lot of the work for the rewards and stuff in September. So it could be that September is a goal for getting everything ready for Patreon. YouTube, I kind of, like, maybe you've seen it in the last one, but I kind of wanted to have it so that I would do weekly videos again, and I kind of got into it and then I ended up not being able to. I think I just put too much on my plate, and then there was like a lot of personal stuff going on in the background that meant my schedule was not what I had thought it was going to be. So I think as much as I would like to do the weekly videos, I don't know if it's going to be like a main goal for this month. I think this month is probably going to be autumn launch, Kickstarter and Patreon, in a specific order. I guess Patreon, autumn launch is the kind of thing that I need to do the most work on. The Kickstarter, it's going to be just packing people's orders, so it's not something that's going to take me a long time. Like, that's going to maybe be a couple of days worth of work, right kind of at the end of the month. So I don't know if I want to put that as a goal really, because it's not really something that I need the whole month to work on. So maybe I could just change that to be YouTube instead. And then as a side note, I know that I need to do Kickstarter stuff. I'm being really indecisive right now. The thing I really like about these sticker sheets being clear on the back is it makes it really easy for me to kind of hover over the space and see what I want to use. Oh, that's cute. Maybe I could do a little cloud. See, this is what I like. Oh, that cloud came off a bit funny. Whereas if it's on like a clear, or if it's on a white page, it's not as easy. It kind of came up. I'll just use a bit of glue. Maybe some flowers, a little flower patch, or another little bunny rabbit. That was cute. A little patch with a little bunny rabbit on top might be cute. Yellow one. We'll do this one. See, I'm just kind of talking through my goals, I guess, with you. I feel like I've just like let out everything that I want to do, so no surprises if you watch my YouTube video and I'm talking. There we go. I also need to make sure I have my newsletter put together. So I relaunched my newsletter. So if you're not on my newsletter list, basically now I am going to be sending a monthly video that is all about different like tips and stuff about journaling. It could be journaling for mindfulness, it could be bullet journaling for your planning your weeks. There's lots of different options. So that's something that I have in the works, and I'm also going to be doing a video to correspond to each of those newsletters. So sometimes you'll see a video on the channel and I will have a corresponding newsletter. So if that's something you think you'd be interested in, because I'll break it down kind of a little bit differently in the newsletter, then you can join. I have my newsletter linked below. So yeah, I have lots going on, but I'm really enjoying that I have kind of everything planned out a little bit, and having my bullet journal to kind of map out my weekly stuff and my monthly goals has been really handy. Something I did do was I created an Excel spreadsheet of a sort of schedule breakdown, similar to kind of a Gantt chart, if you know what that is. It like breaks down each month the tasks. So you put like, I put like the dates and the months down the side, and then the tasks above at the top, and then I kind of corresponded the weeks to the months and stuff, so that I could figure out each week what I needed to work on for each of those sections, so that I made sure that I wasn't forgetting anything, because I've got a lot more work on at the end of the year than I did kind of at the beginning. So I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of everything. Having that as a digital thing is great, because it means I can kind of go into my phone and tweak it and change it and look at it at any time throughout the day. And then having my bullet journal means I can kind of track my stats, track my goals, and then week to week I can look at my schedule on the Excel spreadsheet. Or sorry, it's a Google sheet. I can look at the schedule, see what I'm supposed to be getting done for the week, and map it out in my bullet journal for the week. So each day I have like my main task for the day, or my main 3 tasks. I tend to try to only do 3. Sometimes I do more, but it depends day to day how much time I have, whether my husband's off and I can get time to work during the day, but if it's at night time I have to kind of balance that because I only get so much time before I need to go to bed. I definitely tend to stay up way later than I should, but it's working out pretty well, and I'm using my bullet journal way more consistently this year than I ever have. I've always been very kind of sporadic with my journal. I'll use it for a while and then I'll stop for a while and then I'll use it, and it kind of goes back and forth, which is totally fine. That's just sometimes how life is. But I'm really enjoying using it right now and journaling in it, and I really am excited about journaling my morning pages if I can get into that. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to finish the video here. This is my main spread for the page. Because I didn't do a calendar page, this is the main one. I don't like to overcomplicate it if I don't need to. So the next one will be a weekly spread. I think I will maybe go live on Instagram. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now or in a couple of days, but if that's something you're interested in, you can follow my Instagram and you get to see the day-to-day of me, like posting about what's coming, and I usually do like sneak peeks and snippets of the collection I'm working on too. So if you want to get to know me doing my day-to-day stuff, then you can find me over on Instagram, and I would love to see your journal spreads, your bullet journal spreads. So if you do join me on Instagram, you can tag me in your pictures. So if you liked watching, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified whenever I upload. You can hit the little bell and it will let you know whenever I've uploaded a video so that you don't miss any. I am going to head on now and get myself wrapped up for the evening, get myself a nice cup of tea, and maybe put on a show and do some drawing for my autumn launch. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Stay cozy, friends. Bye.